Deepa and Manisha's budget granny flat is taking shape. The walls are up, rooms are painted, and now it's time to put down our floors and start on the kitchen. To lay this floating floor, I need to start on my left-hand side and work to my right. That way, I know that the boards are all running in the right direction. And also, you'll notice that I've put some battens on the ground. This is where our kitchen cabinets are going to be. And because we're using a floating floor, obviously you can't have the kitchen sitting on top of it. So this just gives us somewhere to work up to. The other problem here, you'll see, when I push the board up against the wall, it hits the architrave, so we're 20 mil off. To fix that, I need to put the flat blade on the multi-tool and cut it out. And the new auto-click system for changing attachments is so much quicker and saves all that fumbling around in the toolbox to find the right Allen key. We're ready to lay the first board. The other thing you just need to remember is to use some 10mm packers to keep it off the wall. That way, it allows for any expansion. But the problem where there is a doorway, you're going to end up with this gap. And to solve that, you can just put the metal strip in, which will protect the edge as well. One down, a room full to go.
Look at you go, you're already into it.
It's like building blocks, huh?
Yeah, it is. Wow, it's coming out really good.
I think it's a very simple layout to keep costs down. You can build your carcasses and put them into any configuration, but because we're limited on space here and, of course, on funds, I think an L-shaped kitchen is ideal. Fridge and pantry over there. This is where your oven will go. Set of drawers here. It's everything you need.
Do you know what? I think you're actually going to end up with more bench space than you've got in the front house.
Yes, definitely. And the working space is quite spacious. It will be very easy to work in the kitchen.
That'll be dibs for cooking.
Manish.
Most tiling can be a DIY job, but bathroom floors are not something I would tackle as a first-timer. As project manager, Deepa has allowed for a professional tiler in her budget to make sure that the waterproofing and drainage are all correct and certified.
We are ready to put some tiles on the wall. Now, before we start anything, we need to do our layout. So this is the shower base. And you see, if I start with a full tile here and then move it across to where the next one will be, we're hanging past the shower base by about a foot. I don't want it that much. I want to be past there by about 3 inches. So I'm going to start with my full tile here. On this side, it will then drop down to just skirting tiles, and then I can keep the cuts in the corner. The other thing you'll notice is I've got this laser line. That's a level line. I'm going to be working the first row of tiles to that. That way I know that anything else that goes above there will be perfect. Now, lucky for me, I've got Manish here. I'm going to get him to butter up these tiles for me, and I'll put them on the wall. It's going to be nice and quick. All right, Manish, done much tiling?
Oh, not exactly, Adam.
All right, what I'm going to get you to do is glue up the tiles for me.
Okay.
That way I can just whack them up on the wall.
Let's do.
So what we're going to do, we'll just get this glue. Just put some blobs on the tile.
Yep.
Then to make it easier for yourself, you can sit the tile on the bucket.
Okay.
You just want to make sure that you don't have any glue around the rim.
Okay.
Then you get our trowel. Now you see here that it's a 10mm notch trowel. That's because we're using larger format tiles.
Okay.
The smaller the tile, the smaller the notch. Then we can just work it through, mate. That is happy days. That is all you have to do. You can use the other end just to make sure that it doesn't go past the edge for me. And that's it.
Okay, cool. Too easy.
Okay, hang on. Okay, higher for your arms. There we go.
Now you'll notice that I've got these yellow tabs which are acting as spacers, and then these red caps. They're called a lippage levelling system, and basically what happens, I put my spacers in, I slide the cap over the top, and with this special tool that you get, you then apply some pressure. That way, that joint ends up flush every time. It really makes tiling very easy.
They are the best stands ever.
Good invention.
Reckon.
I reckon a woman invented those.
Now, the best thing about this is pretty much there's only the tiling to go. And now that Manish is a bit of an expert after in the bathroom, we might get him to do that.
Yes.
But our work here is done.
It's getting real now. It's blank.
Great work. Thanks for your help.